A former Baton Rouge police officer, Blane Salamoni, no longer has a black mark on his employment record with the department.
NBC Local 33's Kellyanne Biley is here to explain what that means along with the other terms of the settlement. Kellyanne?
Hey, thanks, guys. Well, we know now that Blane Salamoni will never be employed again with the Baton Rouge Police Department. But we learned, however, that based on the terms of the settlement today, Salamoni can apply to other law enforcement agencies. And he doesn't have to disclose that he was once fired as a police officer. Listen in.
Mr. Salamoni will not return to the Baton Rouge Police Force. The Baton Rouge Police Department agreed to allow Mr. Salamoni to voluntarily resign his employment retroactive to March 30th, 2018, which is the date of the termination, in lieu of his being terminated.
The decision to settle with Blane Salamoni comes nearly 3 years after the former Baton Rouge police officer played a role in the deadly shooting of Alton Sterling.
Chief Paul was not hired as chief until well after July 5th, 2016. The investigations of the shooting, both internally by BRPD and externally by federal and state authorities, took place under a prior administration.
The initial investigation, we believe that it wasn't as thorough as it should have been, and that could have potentially interfered with our efforts.
Chief Paul learned during his review of the available evidence regarding Mr. Salamoni that he had been arrested for involvement in a physical altercation or domestic abuse incident prior to even joining the force. This incident would have normally prevented an individual from being accepted onto the Baton Rouge Police Department. Mr. Salamoni even failed to acknowledge that he had such an arrest on his application for employment with the police force.
After a thorough investigation under Chief Paul's leadership, his attorney Leo Hamilton said there was enough evidence to show Salamoni had a history of unnecessary aggression and behavior unbecoming of an officer, something Salamoni's attorney Tommy Dewey disagrees with.
The federal government and the state government, the Attorney General's office, had both cleared him criminally based on all the same evidence. We would have been successful in the civil service appeal.
And Salamoni's legal team, that is, did file that official motion to dismiss this appeal on Wednesday this week. That appeal hearing was scheduled for later this month.
Okay, so really break this down. Is it really possible that Blane Salamoni could work for another police department?
I did speak to Attorney Dewey, who you heard from just there, and he did say, while he's not for sure, it's simply up to his client to make that decision.
Well, Kelly, outside of this, what other terms were there in the settlement?
Well, in all honesty, that's kind of it. There was no financial compensation whatsoever. Salamoni will not receive any back pay, and of course, there'll be no monetary compensation going forward.
All right, Kellyanne Biley for us tonight. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Kellyanne. Well, this afternoon we are hearing from